Shoot.
So this is Mike. Say hello, Mike.
Goeiemiddag.
Mike's the mayor of Woodbank. Tell me your impression about this car. It's pretty special.
I know Leon for a long time now. Yeah, this is something special.
It's going to run sevens.
Really, yeah, straight away.
Straight away.
One time. When it goes back to Dalton, it's in the sevens. I'm telling you now.
But how? High or mid or?
No, well, let's see. Like Leon said, he first wants to get the rear setup to work, to get off the... Yeah, went to 2 events.
1.19.
1.19, 60 feet.
Sheesh.
That is impressive.
Yeah. It's big.
There's still room for more improvement. And yeah, once that's sorted, he's going sevens.
Little chest in the left-hand lane. Looking good. Just a pity he goes too much to the left. He has to back down the power. That was a very... down the track and let's see if we get a 8.18 second running to speed of 260. Oh, yeah, man.
Get in there, let me see how you battle to get in there.
It's a very comfortable seat, I must say, for a race seat with a cover. So, luckily I'm not as big as you. As tall, can I say tall?
Did you seriously just say that to me?
No, but you can try and fit in here if you want to.
Can you guys see here? Check what's here. Darren, zoom in there. And what do you see?
6x9.
Can you believe it? Does it play?
It used to play, but I can't hear it at the top end.
See, it is playing.
Yeah, let me switch it on for you. Is it?
'Cause you know I ain't no fooling, I don't need no more schooling.
Going down on the Sunday drive. So actually it's not an H pattern, you don't have to go left and right. Basically forward is first gear, pulling back second, going forward third, fourth and fifth. So it's called a V-gate shifter. It's a full drag race gearbox, so it actually comes with a V-gate shifter. So this gearbox you can't shift back to lower gears. When you shift to the next gear, if you miss a gear, you drop down to fifth gear and it stays there.
And you're running the fuel tech, huh? Switch it on, let's check.
Yeah, it's a Fueltech FT450. Worker friendly, touchscreen. If you want to change anything, you can just go into your maps. There we got main fuel injection table, overall fuel trim. You got drag race functions. Yeah, you can change boost settings, anything. What's nice, it's glove friendly. When you're sitting in the car and you want to do a quick adjustment on the line, you can just go to any of your settings and just do a quick adjustment with your gloves still on it, so it's fully touchscreen.
How old are you, Leon?
I'm 48.
Let's check. Let's get out. Let's see how 48 you are.
'Cause you know I ain't no fooling, I don't need no more schooling.
Awesome, man. High five. High five.
Yeah, you're getting used to it.
Yeah.
You know, I've been getting in and out this bucky since 2006, so yeah, I must get used to it now.
The back's pretty, eh? A lot of long hours, a lot of work, a lot of planning.
That's it.
You got strange adjustable socks. Socks.
Socks. Does that make it go foot sack?
Okay, you got strange adjustable shocks. Tell us about the diff.
Yeah, it's a custom Moser 9-inch diff with an aluminium third member. So it's capable of 3,000 horsepower, depending on the weight of the car. So with my setup here, I won't be able to break the diff.
Comes with a third member, Darren. What the fuck is a third member?
That's called a third member.
Yeah, it's been a long day, I think.
A long day with a third member.
Yeah.
This, all done by you?
Yeah, all the fabrication work I done myself. Yeah. It's just the chassis legs that came in on that shape. It's a chromoly competition engineering chassis legs. All the linkages made myself, also chromoly tubing.
The beauty about this is that it looks like original, like it comes.
Yeah,
It goes so well with what you've done with the rest of the car as a package. You know?
that's the main idea I had in mind, was to keep the section white at the back, and then you can get the aluminium tubs, but then to join them onto the steel body, you got to rivet them.
Yeah.
So I made the steel tubs and I welded all of it in place.
So those big ass wheels that you post on Facebook, it wasn't Photoshop or a joke. That they are the big ass wheels.
That's
that
the
you see
wheels.
there.
That's the wheels that's in here. Yeah.
How wide is the tire?
It's a 13-inch tire.
You mean the J?
No, inch. Let's excuse Darren. What does it run?
He ran 8.9 seconds was his best.
And same motor as yours, or?
Yeah, the previous setup we had was basically the same. Now I'm also building him the same setup what I've got there now.
So what do you do here?
Living on toast of time.
Balancing machine where we high-speed balance turbocharger. So basically we put the complete turbo inside here. The machine feeds it with oil. It takes the oil up to working temperature as it would working in your vehicle, and we can check the speed and the vibration on the turbo. So this is accurate balancing, most accurate.
So you offer balancing
That's
services?
it, yeah. We recondition the turbochargers and we do the balancing on the turbochargers as well.
So is the compressor and the tank all linked?
Yeah, the compressor is a screw compressor that feeds air into the tank, and then we use the air in the tank to spool up the turbo. Yeah, that's a turbocharger I've just built for the 2J. Yeah, you won't believe, but the twin cam will spool this. It will just start boosting a little bit higher in the RPM range. But what we can do is we just fit the smaller turbine housing.
Living on toast of time.
Specializing?
Yeah, we specialize in fabrication. This is a custom 4AGE intake manifold. Basically the same setup what I'm using there. Mine I just made it round on the edges. A custom breather tank that we made, and a dry sump for the 4AGE engine.
How long does something like this take to make?
We get the flanges CNC machined, and then we start making all the parts. As you can see on the inside, we do the ram tubes. From when all the parts are fabricated, it takes us about a day.
Living on toast of time.
Hi. Nice to see you. Okay, so this isn't your average 4AGE, obviously, because there's a lot of bling.
Yeah,
There's a lot of goodies here. So run us through it. What exactly have you done here?
7A sub-assembly, it's a 1800 Toyota with a 4AGE cylinder head. Then I made a custom intake manifold, bigger throttle body, front mount intercooler.
I see you running 2 rows of fuel injectors.
Yeah. I always used to use one rail with one set of injectors, but I added another set of injectors, so if we want to go higher on the boost. But we activate the second set when the first set actually reaches 50% duty cycle, and then we put the second set on for better atomizing. On the cylinder head, I've gas flowed the cylinder head. I went to different valve springs, bigger intake and exhaust valves, custom grind billet cams. It can rev 10,000 RPM, no problem. Yeah.
So it's like a Honda.
Yeah, it can rev like a Honda. So I've just added that. I've got a lot of piping in front of the turbo because we were limited on space here. So if anything comes loose it will actually just hit the guard and the turbo won't suck it into the compressor wheel.
Where did you get them from?
I bought this from Jerry at Import Parts. He's the agent for the turbo guards.
Gee.
Yeah.
What do they go for?
They're quite expensive. A little thing like this, you basically get a clamp and a stainless steel guard with a rubber insert. It's $1,200.
Okay. But it saves.
It saves, yeah.
Yeah, it saves.
You know, Precision, you don't get any loose spares on them. If you need to repair it, you have to send it back to Precision. I've got one request, Joel.
What's that?
Will you ask me questions in Afrikaans?
We can try.
No, I'm just joking. You must ask, wat gaat hier aan? Yeah, don't fart like that minister and say, sorry. No. Hasn't even gone for one run this year.
It's irritating.
Yeah, yes, you know. It was standing for like 3 years now, and then I had it done, and I went out for 2 events. The first event, we only did 8 miles. Second event, I did 2 full passes, and that's it. And since then, nothing yet. Yeah, I'm sure it will. As I know, I ran 8.1 on the boost that we did. We ran 28 pounds of boost, 8.1 seconds, so definitely it should run a 7 seconds.
28. So 28 pounds of boost, huh?
Yeah, that's what I ran on the data. It said 28 pound of boost, and I ran an 8.1.
Which means things are set up proper.
Yeah, no, this is the strongest twin cam motor I've ever built. And I've been building twin cam motors since 2000. So I've been playing around with these engines for 20 years. And I must say, this is just a very powerful motor.
Did you build the motor yourself?
Yes, myself.
The whole car is yourself?
The whole car. All that I send out is engineering work, but the rest, management system fitting, building, welding, fabrication work, engine building, all that stuff I've done myself.
So you're obviously not married then?
No, I am married, but my wife also enjoys the sport. She's always on my side, taking photos, enjoying it. So she loves the sport as well. I think the first point is to find a decent engine at first, see that you don't get a block that's too much corroded, and then get all the right parts the first time. Yeah. I think it's because it's a quite revvable engine. It's got a good valve train, and it makes good power for a small engine. I mean, in the 91, when they brought the Series 3 twin cam Corolla, it made 96 kilowatts. For that year, it was a very popular and strong motor for the engine size, and the weight. Also, it's not a heavy engine. Yeah, I would say if you got a small budget, get the supercharged 4AGE. It's already got decent pistons and rods, and just put a nice T3, T4 turbo on there with bigger injectors. Get a nice intake manifold, custom one that we built, and the whole setup, intercooler, boost piping, and you don't even have to open the engine. It's reliable up to 1.5 bar boost. So that's and it makes like 250 kilowatts on the wheels without opening the engine. We've done it a lot of times on those engines.
What would someone like that run on the quarter mile? What's the average? What do you think is a good time to run a setup like that?
Yeah, in a rear wheel drive, you should run in a 12-second bracket, 12 high 11s, and the front wheel drive, depending on traction, you might run a high 12s. Yeah, prices are skyrocket. Yes, you know, wastegates, turbos, injectors. When you add on all those small little things, at the end of the day, what I would suggest, don't add up things. Just buy them as you need them. At the end of the day, when you add on, you can actually buy a house, depending on how much you spend. I would say the first fastest 4 cylinders in South Africa are very competitive. The four fastest 4 cylinders are like 0.4 of a second apart, and then the 5th fastest is I would say half a second slower than what my time is. So competitive, it's to be Richard and me. Ian Repsol doesn't got a 4-cylinder anymore, so he's still in the top 3. But comparatively, me, Richard and Dupi. With the economy as it is now, I don't know. I hope things pick up for everybody in all types of trades. We would like to keep the sport running and growing, but as I say, it's an expensive sport, so the most important thing is now to keep it reliable. Breaking engines and buying new parts, that's the expensive part. Guys that used to have extra money to put into the toys, that money is all gone now. So now you first have to look, your family, your kids, feed them, roof over your head, and then when you got extra money, you can spend it on the cars. Yeah, it can, yeah.
So when are we going to see something? What's happening?
No, I prefer putting the wheelie bar on because you want to go forward, you don't want to go up. If you want to go up, take a plane, but I prefer going forward. Yeah, in 2007 at the West Bank, before we ever fitted wheelie bars, I pulled the wheelie much higher than Louis Lima did that time. So luckily I didn't hurt anything on the suspension. But yeah, you want to actually see the road in front of you. Once you start lifting up, you only see the blue skies. When it comes down, then you actually see where you are. You might end up in the next lane, but it gives a nice show, and that's what the spectators like. I ran that time with about 15 pounds less boost than what I used on the previous setup. So I've still got another bar boost to play with. So that's a lot, and that's where this turbo actually starts making power. It's on top there. But we first have to sort out the suspension, get it running straight, and then we can add power. Okay, Dupi is number 1. He's on a 778 if I'm not mistaken, and I'm on 818. I'm about, I would say, 0.4 of a second from the fastest 4-cylinder to where I'm at the moment. Yeah, it was in 2006 at the West Bank Raceway.
Oh, what did you run?
First run out, I ran at 12.4. And that was it, 2006, 12.4. With still track semi-slicks.
Run!